Yeah, 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 yeah. Linking on my brain.
Let's get this going. Welcome to the morning session. My name is Orion underscore New Star, and this is
Mark,
today.
aka Netflix Dom. Don't worry that.
Don't worry it out, as they say. So today on the morning session, we are going to be talking about traveling, the places you want to go, the people you want to see, and the things you want to do. These three things. So Mark, you want to kick it off?
Oh, no.
Okay, then I'm gonna kick it out then. The places I want to see. Well, in my few years of living, there's only a few places I've wanted to go to. One of them include England, Paris, and Japan. Three of them. Particular reasons because one, England, because well, I've always wanted to see the Big Ben, and for Paris, it's a city of love, man, and I'm a lover. And in Japan, because I'm an anime fan. That's about it for me. You?
I like to travel the world. I don't have limitation. I want to see the whole world, including Antarctica government. I need some pass.
Okay. You want to go to Antarctica?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I think there's more there to be seen
They're nice.
than what we have been told or something. So I'm just curious.
Just curious.
Uh-huh.
Anywhere else you want to go other than Antarctica and seeing the world? And he's like, if they tell you today, we will give you whatever money you need to travel to one place and back, where would you choose that place to be?
Haiti. I miss home.
Damn, my boy is homesick.
I didn't say all that. I said I miss home. That's the difference.
The difference is,
Why you putting me on the spot?
cause you ain't gonna put me in the spot right now, so I might as well do it.
Alright, skip the question.
The
So,
question.
what I'm wondering is like, when you're traveling,
Mm-hmm.
what are some tips you would like to give someone who's traveling to a country different than theirs?
Okay, if you're gonna travel to a new country, I recommend a few things. One, travel light, so don't be bringing like a whole suitcase of all your clothes. Only take necessary things that are necessary to you traveling. And when you get there, well, before you even get there, there's a few things you should already have in mind and prepare. Those are places you want to see, and like keywords that you can use to like get directions and talk to people and at least eat. Because if you go somewhere and you don't understand the language, and you don't understand the culture, and you don't have anything to help you out, like honestly, I'd recommend a flip at the least. You could actually memorize it, which would make it even better, make it a little more organic and natural. And when you get there, use those to like get around and like interact with the locals. Get to know the locals when you're there. Try to get the feel for them. Like if you go to Haiti, um, I also try to get a feel for our culture, the food we eat, how we act, how we behave with each other, and how we live. That way, you have more understanding, and you could adjust your behavior so you don't seem so much as an outsider than you already are.
Well, I understand what you just said, but from the example you use Haiti and you Haitian,
Yeah.
that's just your perspective based on your country about a different country where you have not much information about.
Okay, I'm gonna choose something I have a little bit of information about. Example, Japan. That is the most different thing I could think of because I already speak French, and if you go in England, just speak American English and they'll understand you.
Mhm.
So if I were to go to Japan, I would basically use most of my anime language, or
Wow, okay.
most of the keywords I know from watching anime, and like go you like use a dictionary to get a feel like for things I could say like whole sentences and like their culture, like learn a few things about them, like how they're very nice people, the bowing and stuff like that, the like giving their things out with two hands and stuff like that. Like learn those little things that would like not offend people because every culture is different. In some culture you can't do this, some culture you can't do this.
In some culture, you can do this.
Never knew. So like learn those little intricate things, and like when you get there, also learn like some of the lettering because like if I were to go to Japan, like I would have to learn like kanji or something, like a little bit of kanji, I believe it's called.
What's Kenji?
That's like the way of writing. You know, all those squiggly lines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I'd have to learn some of those. So I'd like if I see if I see something other than McDonald's, I would at least understand what it is. You know what I mean? Because like they have McDonald's and not just the Big M. But like if you saw another shop like a ramen shop, which is stereotypical thing I could remember from anime. If you saw a ramen shop, you'd have to at least know the kanji for ramen. So you'd just be like, oh shoot, I'm hungry. That's a shop I could eat at. Something like that. And learn how to use a chopstick too before I go there. Because I don't want to be there and like be using a fork like some foreigner. Like little things
But
like
you
that.
are a foreigner.
Yeah, but I don't want to stay. Like you don't want to stand out.
The idea is to stand out as an outsider who's interested in their culture enough to come visit.
Yeah, they'll already know you're an outsider. You don't look like them. You won't be acting like them. Don't be a sore thumb while you're there.
Okay.
You know? You?
Well, my advice for people that are traveling would be like, number one, travel light. Always have extra change. You never know what's gonna happen. And don't travel alone.
Don't travel alone.
No.
Why?
It's good to travel with people that you know that in certain situations that can help you out. Not that because they know the culture of where you're going. It's because you already know who they are and what they're capable of doing. Because some countries you can go to and like there are some issues that might come up. I can't think of an example right now, but I can see it happen. When you're traveling, travel with a friend. Not only because you'll be more secure, but it'll be a lot more fun. Because learning a new culture, dealing with new people can be different or difficult depending on where you're going.
Or who you
Some
are.
people don't really accept outsiders the way you would anticipate them to just like, oh, hey, outsiders, friendly guy. No. Some of them are really cautious when they come to you because you're not from where they from and whatever. So those things you have to take under consideration. And also, I would say that when most people from like examples and experience and stuff like that, most people when they travel to different countries, they go for the food they used to, like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever. Uh, change that. You went to that country for you go to that country for a reason, which is like
To experience the culture.
to experience and explore their culture. So you have to eat their food, drink the water or something. I didn't say don't be safe about what you eat or what you drink, but those things you have to do because you're here for a reason. If you wanted to eat McDonald's or Burger King,
Stay
you
at
might
home,
as well
boy.
just stay home because
You can get
pretty
out
sure
down the
your
street.
place have lots of it. Also, like when you're traveling, know where you wanna go. Me, I prefer the beach. I always love the beach. I love the water and everything. So when I travel, I like to go places that are near the beach. Like I'm not much of a club guy. I went to a strip club one time for my 21st birthday. I'm never going back.
They took your money?
I wish it was just my money. So if you're into those type of things, you have to look for a place like a hotel that are near everything you want to do and stuff like that. So you don't end up wasting your times and money and getting lost. Because I know a lot of people that get lost when they travel and stuff like that. Yeah. So what's next about travel?
Honestly, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of rebuttal to what you said there. Honestly, I wouldn't say go where you want. I would say go go to like go to places that you can get a feel for the place. You know what I mean? Like go to like the downtowns, the populated area, and also visit the suburbs, the countrysides of the place. That way you get that way you get a full view of the place you're going to. You know, not just the people in the cities, but the people working on the outside in the farmlands. Try to like go all around the place. Cause like to me, when I'm going to be traveling in the future, I don't plan on just going there for like a vacation, like 5 days. Cause like if I was going to go for 5 days, I would honestly do what you do, what you say you like doing. Just go to the beach there and like as I enjoy myself at the beach, travel inwards a little bit throughout the day to see around, and that's about it. But the way I plan on doing my travels is like go to one end of the country and like travel throughout it to get a whole feel of the whole entire place. Like if I were to go to England, I would start at the very bottom or the very top, and then propagate my way downward in a zigzag pattern, trying to see everything I could, in all the landmarks, all the people, like um some of the castles, and like all of those things before I finish at the very end of the before I end of my trip. So honestly, if you plan on like being a traveler, and like you don't just want to go places just to see place, just to be like, oh well, I went there for a vacation. If you really want to see the place and get a feel for it, I honestly like go there for like a month or three, depending on your how comfortable you are to going places new, and like try to explore, try to see something new. That's my opinion on traveling. So the second one was where you want to go, what do you want to do. I believe that was the format I put it in.
Uh,
So what do you want to do as you travel?
what you wanna do?
Yeah,
The idea for you when you travel is to learn new things, explore new places, and most of all, have fun. Don't be boring.
that is the most stiffest have fun I have ever seen.
Woo! Was that better?
No.
Okay, of course it wasn't. Because I don't care. I don't have fun. Well, I have fun my way.
So to end out our segment of traveling today, we're going to be talking about who on well, okay, let me say this before I even say this. I think the best traveling experience can be have alone. Like if you travel alone, I think that's the best experience you can have. But
Well,
for this segment,
I have a rebuttal to that.
okay, give me the rebuttal.
First of all, if you're going on a cruise, for those who wish to go on a cruise,
Don't go on a cruise.
do not go on a cruise alone.
Cruising is not traveling.
Cruising is traveling.
Cruising is going to the sea.
What you call that?
That is not traveling.
It is traveling.
Not
It's just a down there. You never been on a cruise.
not being
Oh,
down.
that's beside the point. If you're on a cruise, if you're going to travel on a cruise, on a cruise, never go alone. If you don't have a girlfriend, a girl, bring your homeboys, your homies,
I would say don't bring your girl on a
brother.
cruise.
Bring your girl on a cruise.
Okay. Listen.
Because all the other girls are taken. All of them.
Mike. Go back. You know our next topic is polygamy, right?
Uh,
So technically, you could just take them from the niggas.
well, that's for next session. But for now, never go on a cruise alone. Never.
Honestly, I would be against bringing your girl unless you're gonna bring some homies along with their gals. Cause like, I honestly feel like if you're gonna bring a girl on a cruise, you're gonna have to like provide some insurance to her and yourself that neither of you guys are gonna get hurt. Cause like, why I said
What do you mean neither of them gonna
Okay.
get hurt?
honestly, I don't like the idea of going on a
Right.
cruise because like on a cruise, the rule of the sea are very different. The second you get into international water, like a lot of like shady things can happen without consequences, and I don't want anybody to like find themselves in that situation. Which is why I'm highly against cruise if you just want the experience of traveling. if you want the experience of the sea, cruise all you want. If you are traveling, I do not recommend cruising. Just take a plane to where you're going. Go to the beach there if you want to see the sea. To me, that is traveling. Going to places, not seeing.
Alright, I don't know what the hell he was trying to say, but cruising is traveling. If you take a cruise, let's say you take a cruise from like Tampa, that cruise can take you to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and like Puerto Rico or Jamaica or somewhere in the Caribbean island where they like to go for like to see beautiful things. Anyway, those type of things are traveling. You get the chance when the cruise dock, you get the chance to go and explore on a tour that country. That is considering traveling. What I'm saying is, if you're going on a cruise, do not go alone. Unless you're one of those friendly type of guy or girls that don't plan on getting busy or anything like that. But
That just show how boring a cruise is if you have to bring somebody along.
the idea is not how boring the thing is, it's how boring you are. And
Then if
the
you're not
idea
boring, you
of-
can go by
the-
yourself.
The idea of a cruise is to have the experience. I'm pretty sure most people go on a cruise for the experience. Not because it's great. Not because they wanna like have fun or
So we can all agree that cruising is not good and it's not fun.
it is all based on who's going and who you are and what you're going for.
Who would you go traveling with? Significant other, your best friend, a group of homies and shorties.
I would say it's all depending on where you're going.
Okay, like if you're going somewhere like California or out of country to some beautiful deserted island or something like that.
I
Or
don't know.
anywhere.
If you don't have a girl and you wanna go to like I don't know, one of those extravagant city and you like wanna have that type of experience, you can go by yourself. Like the experience is for you. But it's best if you can share that moment with someone who is meaningful in your life. That's all I'm saying. Cause like when you're telling stories to your friends, they'll be like, "Oh, okay." But if they were there, they'd be like, "Yo, did you remember when we went bungee jumping, skydiving, scuba diving, and that shark was running on you?" It'll be like all those type of things sound different when you by yourself and when you with friends. That's all I'm saying. This is the morning session. I am on, aka Netflix Dog. This is Orion.
_new style.